Hi guys, this is Katie and today we are in Ho Chi Minh City and we are heading to the Chu Chi tunnels. So if we haven't met before, my name is Katie. I am an expat in Bangkok and I vlog about my life in Thailand and also my travels in Asia. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, then make sure you hit subscribe. So this is the next video in my Vietnam series. If you are new and you haven't seen our time in Hanoi or Halong Bay, make sure to go back before Vlogmas to see those videos. But we are now in Ho Chi Minh City and we are spending a full day out at these famous tunnels. So firstly, we took a private tour, meaning that we had a tour guide with us, and she explained more about the history of Vietnam and how the guerrilla tactics were used during the war.
So many different bunker under the ground. So when the VC use the tunnel to go in, they will use the bunker for sleeping, cooking, or storing weapons. Different functions under the ground. And they rarely go up to fight with the US soldier. Or they dig the tunnel and throw the soil away. So they just rarely go up on the ground. Most of the time they stay under the ground for hiding. So when we go there, I will tell you more details how they stay under the ground and how they fight with the enemy.
Hi guys, so we have arrived at one of the rest stops and it's actually a factory called Agent Orange, and it is the people who were from the war who work now.
First, I would like to introduce to you about our factory.
So along the route we stopped at a factory that gave us a small tour of their factory, and the artwork was this intricate artwork with Vietnamese styled pieces created by eggshells and mother of pearl. It was a really interesting factory to visit. There weren't too many tourists or foreigners there. In fact, I think there was perhaps us and one other family there. And it was really interesting to see. They did have a shop, of course. All of these places that you stop by will have some type of shop. And they had postcards and some artwork available. But it was quite interesting to see and made for a good kind of break along the route. So the tunnels are around an hour and a half away from Ho Chi Minh City, and we recommend leaving early if possible, so the tunnels can get busy later on in the day, and especially if you have booked a private tour, try and get a fairly early one. As soon as you can go, try and go early. So just to give a bit of a backstory to this, these tunnels were used during the Vietnamese War, and they were created by the Viet Cong, who are the people in the south of Vietnam. So not only was it a way for them to get around and provided an underground shelter, but it was also a key part of their combat operations, and it was a big part of what we call the guerrilla tactics. So we first learnt about the tunnels and how they spread across the south of Vietnam, and then we learnt about how they were levelled so that the soldiers could stay underground for long periods of time. So here you can see how small the tunnels were and how they were disguised to those walking through the jungle. And of course you will find various weapons from the war and also examples of traps that were set. There were quite a few different traps that were used, again part of that guerrilla tactics, and our tour guide was great. She was able to explain how each of them were used.
This one is hanging trap. It looks like a durian fruit. They hang it from above and it can attack shoulder or the back if someone touches the wire. And this is most special trap. We call it door trap. So they will set up the trap behind the door. They hang it on the ceiling like this, and they close the door just in case when the enemy comes. They're not very nice like hello. No, but they will kick the door strongly or open it violently. And when they kick it, the trap on the ceiling will fall down like this. Yes. And you can see they design the trap with two different parts. The first part is here and the second part is here, connected together by just a very small pieces like this, just in case when it falls down and the soldiers can stop it by his hand or a rifle to stop it. But the second part is still moving and stuck on his legs and he becomes moving.
You can also see the remains of a bomb crater. It has kind of grown over now, but that's interesting. And you can even walk through some of the bunkers, but these are tight. So if you don't like small spaces, we recommend to avoid. After exploring all of the tunnels, there is a little stop off where you can have a little bit of food, and then we headed back in the car and went back to Ho Chi Minh City. So we had a bit of a whistle stop tour in Ho Chi Minh because we were about to head to Siem Reap and we wanted to get there for Christmas. So we'd only spent 2 days in the city and we have been there before, so we just wanted to see the tunnels again. This is definitely something we would recommend in Vietnam. It is a fantastic historical site. So thank you so much for watching this video. Like I just mentioned, the next video is us in Siem Reap in Cambodia, and we are celebrating Christmas, and of course we visit the Great Angkor Wat, which is beautiful. So make sure you hit subscribe and stay tuned for that next video. Thank you so much for watching, and I shall see you really soon. Bye!